It's day 4 of Vlogmas, and today I'm sharing with you the results of my 2.5-hour market, including what were my best sellers and how much I made. And then don't forget to stay till the end so you can see what's behind door number 4 from AllfromJade's Advent Calendar. Will I make it or will I skip it?
Hey, it's Tammy, Crafty Mompreneur. If you're new, welcome, and if you're not, well, welcome back. Today is day 4 of Vlogmas, and if you can't tell by my location, it's market day and market recap day. So we are gonna just cram this all into one video. I'm not one to really record too much at markets, but I will get my setup, and then at the end of the market, I will come back and tell you how it went. So that should be fun. I'm on my own for this one. So that is going to mean when I get there, it's going to be chaos, which is the theme for this week anyways. So today's shirt of the day is a thrifted one that just has Merry Christmas on it. And it's lightweight enough that it's not too hot, but I think it'll keep me warm. This event only goes until like 8. So I think I'll be okay with just this lightweight thing. So anyway, we are gonna head out on over there, and I will show you the setup once I get there, because like I said, it's gonna be really chaotic. So wish me luck.
Mommy.
Crafty Mompreneur is so cute. Well, since this is Vlogmas, why is my light not on? I don't think I'm going to be able to record in the car. The event is over. Ooh, can I get a light in here? Can I get a light in here? And I literally stood for 2.5 hours. So there was no footage of me doing anything at the market, and I barely got enough time to get a before picture. So I'm going to go home, grab some food on the way home, and then hopefully do a recap either early in the morning or tonight before I go to bed, so that I can get this video out by noon tomorrow. That's the plan. So stay tuned for market results in about 5 seconds, because that's when you'll see it. But I just thought I would get some footage in the car, and you know, luckily my hubby and my daughter came and helped me like pack up, because setting up when you can't pull into the space and having to tote things back and forth was not fun. But we'll go over all that when I recap, get back to the house and all of that. So
Okay, I'm back. Remember a couple videos ago when we started Vlogmas, I told you that this was going to be a chaotic week? Well, tonight was chaotic. In the best way though, I will say that. My intro was kind of in the car. I was going to be like, I'm going to vlog. Your girl is not really a vlogger, okay? Like, I like to make YouTube videos, but I just haven't really like vlogged. But that's okay. We're just, this is how I do it, okay? And it's just gonna have to be okay. Had a discussion with my oldest daughter over FaceTime today, and she didn't really understand what I was doing, why I was doing Vlogmas if I don't actually vlog. And I'm like, it's not really like I have to vlog. She's like, you just hold your phone up like this and like vlog. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do that. My Vlogmas is, my commitment to Vlogmas is to just do a video every single day. And she just couldn't wrap her head around what I was doing. And I was like, I'm not talking to you. Like, you don't like crochet videos. Like, you don't like crochet content. So you're not going to get it. But you guys get it, right? Like, you're cool with how my Vlogmas is going. Like, we're on day 4, you know? I mean, the comments are positive so far. I mean, I've only got a few dislikes on my videos. Like, that's always fun to like look at your stats and be like, well, why did you dislike it? But it's okay. Like, I'm not worried about it. I just think it's funny. Anyways, we're here for a market recap. I've gotten back. I think I'm going to put it in the clips, but it was way too dark in my car. I had this like grand idea in my head. I was like, oh, I could just like do a little recap in the car before I leave the venue of where the event was. And I was like, that's what I'll do. And that's what that silly clip was in the car about. And this was after we like tore down the booth and like, you know, got everything loaded and all of that. Yeah, it was dark. I was tired. I was hungry. And so that's vlogging doesn't go well for me like that. Like I just can't. So here I am back in my little makeshift studio of my oldest daughter's bedroom. Not sure what I'm going to do when she comes home from college for Christmas. I told her room is being currently used as my Vlogmas studio. She laughed. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm back now and I got some food, got Whataburger. And the only reason I got Whataburger is because it's really close to our house. And I probably shouldn't be drinking caffeine this late because it is like 10 o'clock. It's after 10 o'clock p.m. And I'm committed. I'm committed to Vlogmas if I'm doing a video at 10 p.m. after a market. So I can get the video done and edited and all that and up by noon tomorrow. I mean, that's as close as you're going to get to like real time work. Like, I don't know. Who am I anyways? I don't know. This is the market recap video for Vlogmas Day 4. I took a very, very short clip of my booth because here's the situation. It was at a local school. And this is not a school where I knew anybody. Like I knew one of the organizers of the event from the PTA from a previous event that I had done years prior. And so she was familiar with my crochet stuff and she thought it would be a good fit. So she messaged me and invited me to attend. And I was like, yes, I will do it. And so this event wasn't one that I put on my calendar. It wasn't one I had planned on doing. And she said it's a well-attended event and it's for her school. And I was like, cool. I really didn't know what to expect actually, because I'm not familiar with the school. I'm not familiar with the event. And so I went into it with not, any big high expectations. Like I wanted to, of course, always make my booth fee back, which was $40. And then anything on top of that would be like golden, right? And so I didn't really prepare much. I didn't prep much because I've kind of just been prepping all along and I just really wasn't I don't know. I just really wasn't. I wasn't stressed about it. It was just like, I was going to go set up and, whatever happens, happens. And my husband asked me if he wanted me to go set up with him. And I was like, no, it's okay. I got it. I can do it. And my youngest daughter didn't want to go to this one. It was only a 2.5 hour event. So, it wasn't really, she didn't want to go. She only likes to go to the ones where it's, busy and, because I pay them based on how much I earn. I, give them some money when they help me work the booth. So I was on my own. I was on my own for setup. And so when I got there as early as I could get there, which was like 3:45. And it was at a school courtyard. So we set up in a school courtyard and I had to set up by myself and we couldn't just pull up to our space. Like a lot of events, sometimes you can pull up to your space and just unload and then go and like park and set up. No, this one, we had to haul our stuff from the parking lot across the parking lot and then into the courtyard, which not a big deal if you have like a cart or something more than a tiny wagon, which is what I have. So I think I must have made probably about 10. It feels like 10. It was, I don't know how many trips back and forth to my car to take my tent, to take the tables, to take the weights, to take all the display pieces, like all of the things back and forth. I wonder how many steps I got. Oh yeah, 15,000 steps. And I did not walk on the treadmill today. So if that tells you how much walking I did, yeah, it was a lot. But I was happy to do it. Like, it was no big deal. I just kept saying, I'm getting my steps in today. I'm getting my steps in today. So, get there at 3:45. By the time I get settled and figure out where my space is going to be, and all of my stuff unloaded, it was like 4:30. And so then I had, the event started at 5:30. So I had like an hour to set up my entire booth by myself. I was trying to go so fast, like, and I didn't do a mock setup. So I was just flying by the seat of my pants. I did like the Z setup, but then I didn't bring my tall shelf. So because I don't know. It was just, it was a lot. And there was no way I was going to be filming at this setup because I was literally going high speed trying to just get it done. Just trying to get it done. And so here is what the setup ended up looking like. Like I said, this is all the footage I have of it. That's it. No more. No more. And why no more footage? And why no more anything? Because there was no time. You guys, this event was probably the busiest 2.5 hours that I have ever had at a market before. And I'm not even kidding. I did not even take my chair out of my little sleeve. That's how busy it was. I did not sit down once for 2.5 hours. There was maybe a little bit of time here and there where there wasn't at least someone in my booth looking at stuff and buying something. Like, it was insane. Like, it was, I mean, in the best way, because I went into it without that expectation. So needless to say, I can honestly say that I did my numbers. So, and then, wait, I gotta collect my thoughts. So I did I wrote down everything because I don't have everything in Square. That's something that I'm definitely going to do for next year. I'm going to figure out how to do it so that I have everything in inventory and I'm more organized like that, because I'm just not. So I still am writing it down, which is fine. So I can honestly say with pretty much certainty that this 2.5 hours is the most I've ever made in 2.5 hours of working a booth since I've been doing markets. Because when I tell you the numbers, like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. When my husband, okay, so then I'm busy the whole time. And I think my daughter texted me at some point in the night, and I didn't answer because I was busy. I didn't even see her text come through. And then she ended up FaceTiming me, and I caught that, and she was just wanting to know if I wanted anything from Chick-fil-A. And I was like, no, I'm too busy and I don't want to eat cold Chick-fil-A. It was the busiest it had been. So by the time the end of the event came, my husband and my youngest daughter told me that they were both going to come and help me, like, you know, break down and load out, which I'm super glad they did, because I could have handled it, but again, it would have been walking back and forth and, like, who knows. Anyways, when they got there, they asked me, I asked them how much they thought that I made, and I think my husband was expecting like $200-300. I think my daughter said something like 3 something maybe. And I was like, just wait, and I'll tell you when we get home, when I get it all added up, because I had just done like rough numbers. I hadn't actually like crunched the numbers yet. But I knew about where we were. And so we get, thank goodness they came and helped, because it went so much faster to get everything loaded in. And we got to put like fill his car with some stuff and put stuff in my car. So we didn't have to be so accurate with like playing Jenga and like trying to like Tetris everything in my car. Because it's sometimes like that. So we got it all in there, and then I had to go get food because I was starving, and came back, and while I was eating my Whataburger dinner, I went through and like crunched all the numbers for this video and all the like bestsellers and things like that. So now that you know kind of how the expectation and that this was a busy market, it was a busy 2.5 hours. What I want to share is the bestsellers. And for this video, we are going to do bestsellers of 2 or more of each thing. So things that I sold 2 or more of are going to be considered my bestsellers. I think I have an example of each of the plushies because I don't think I sold completely out of anything. Oh, one of them I don't actually have, but I'll pop a picture up of the one that I didn't bring up because I think it's still in the car. I didn't even unload my car. I park in the garage, so like it's fine. But I was too tired, and I knew I wanted to come film this video. So coming in at my bestseller, meaning these are things that I sold the most of, were mystery boxes. I sold 5 mystery boxes. After them not selling good at any other type of event, I sold 5. And so if you're ever like doing an event at a school, I think mystery boxes are the way to go, because I think this was a K-8 school that I was at. So 5 mystery boxes. And this is what my mystery boxes look like. I have a picture of what's inside or what could be inside. And then they're $10 each. So the number 2 bestseller is going to be my keychains. And my keychain display is similar all the time. I make my keychains out of Posh and Naughty Ball. And I didn't even write down. I don't even know which ones sold. I just put, yeah, I guess I actually do. One was the little mini mushy boy, a flower, a gummy bear keychain. What is that? That's really bad when you can't read your own writing. Oh, a penguin. One of my little penguins. That's what it was. Okay, so those are the 4 keychains. Then we have several things that I sold 3 of, and this is where I can start showing you stuff. Coming in with 3 of my most expensive of all of them. I sold 3 of my puppies in a dog bed with the little adoption certificates. I think I'm down to maybe like 3 or 4 of these left. So I'm not sure. I keep getting asked if I'll sell the dogs without the beds, and I am saying no, just because they're a set. And I wouldn't know what to charge for just the dog either. So anyway, I sold 3 of these, and I sell them for $28 each. I actually sold 3 of my Drift the Octopuses. I did this video over, gosh, a while ago, and I had like 20 of them. So I'm finally making some progress on selling these drifts, and I sell them for 20. So 20, so 3 drifts. And I think this went to the same person. I think one person bought 3 of them. And then we sold 3 Mabel chickens of different colors. I didn't write down any colors, but this is just the kind that I had left. One of the few that I have left. I think I only have like 2 or 3 left, maybe. Let's see, 3. Oh yeah, these haven't been selling very much lately, but I did sell 3 of them tonight, and they are Poggy's Place Little Critters. Obviously, these are not the ones that sold, but I think I sold an otter, an elephant. I did finally sell my sloth, but here's 3 of the Poggy's Place Little Critters. This one did get a lot of attention, but didn't find a home, and so did this one, the little jaguar. And then the bear. Someone asked me if this was an otter. I said, no, it's a bear. It's whatever you want it to be, right? I guess that's what we're supposed to say. It's whatever you want it to be. But anyways, so I did sell 3 little critters, and I sell these for 10 each. Okay, the next. So now we're going to go into those things that I sold 2 of. I finally sold 2 of my snakes. The swirly snakes, and I'm selling these for $15. So there's that. Sold 2 minties. I think it was 2 red ones. They wanted matching ones. So I sold 2 of the red ones, and I'm selling them for $24 each. I sold 2 loaf cats and Caraway Arts loaf cats. And I think I only have 2 of these left. I think I sold a pink one and a black one, I think. Or it was pink variegated. It was the pink variegated one. And then I sold 2 rubber ducks of different colors. I don't know. And I sell these for $10. And this is the Amateur Hour free tutorial on, or it's actually a free pattern on Instagram from Amateur Hour. The only difference is I crochet the beak on. And finally, let's see. Oh, and then I also sold 2 of my Pop-Tarts. Here's a picture of them. It's a free tutorial here on my channel. And then I also have an inexpensive PDF that you can buy if you prefer a written pattern. And I make them out of blanket yarn and I sell them for $10. The little Pop-Tarts that I make on keychains got a lot of attention too, but I didn't sell any of the Pop-Tart keychains. Now, I think I covered all the like bestsellers. Now, I did sell, we're kind of in the honorable mention, but I still sold 2 of them. So we're moving into honorable mention, and I sold 2 of my K-pop Demon Hunter dolls that we just talked about in, two videos ago, where I was recapping my November makes. I think that was day 2 of, yeah, it was day 2 of, what are we, Vlogmas. Oh God. Day 2 of Vlogmas. I finished up my K-pop Demon Hunters dolls, and I sold 2 of them tonight. So I only have Mira left. And the other honorable mention for tonight was yesterday's video, the duck that I made the floaty for. It sold for $28. And these, I sold them for $45 each. And the next part of this video that I'm going to cover is things that I wish I would have had, or that if I had them, I probably could have sold them. And so if I had more of these dolls, even at this size, I could have at least sold another Zoe and another Rumi. Because after they had sold, I had people coming back asking if they were still there. So that tells me that I probably could have sold more if I had more. Now, with that in mind, keep that in mind as I guess I could just talk about it now. Sure, I'll just talk about it now. So in the pattern buying frenzy that I went on for Black Friday, I did buy, oh gosh, I was going to look and see who it was that I had a comment on my channel, and somebody had told me that the Cozy Chameleon Crochet had some smaller versions of these dolls, and I ended up buying that pattern. I haven't made them yet. This is the pattern, but I'm going to see how the pattern works up and see if I could make at least like maybe 2 of each of them in the smaller size and have them for my next market. So we're going to see how that goes, because these take way too much time to be able for me to make them before Sunday or before my Saturday market. So I'm going to see how they work up. Because if I had more of these, I definitely probably could have sold them. So another thing that I think I could have actually sold more of is the Demigorgon. I don't have it here because I sold the one that I had, and I sold it fast. Like, it was the second thing to sell tonight. And then I had other people coming back asking because I guess they saw somebody walking around with it, because I use clear bags for the most part. And I think that I had at least 2 people come back and ask me if I had any more. So I think it's not the same audience that my market is at. And so I think that is a big thing, is that the audience of this like show or this craft or this event, I guess you could just say it's an event, is very different from a farmer's market, which is where I go on this coming Saturday. So I'm not really sure. Like, I feel like markets are it's just hard to really determine what to bring. But anyways, and then the only other 2 things that if I would have had them, I probably could have sold them, and that is opossums and capybaras. Because I did have people asking for them when they saw my little mystery boxes, that they asked if I had any in my, like, not in the mystery box, because they really wanted, that's what they wanted. So I might make a few of those for Saturday. So that is basically the recap. And now what you guys really want to know. So I did make you wait till the end of the video to tell you how much I made. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. I sold a total of 55 items in 2.5 hours. And the total sales for that 2.5 hours was $862. $862 in 2.5 hours is definitely a record for me. I've done 2.5 hour shows before, like at different things, and it's usually a couple $100. Like, it's never 800, over $800. My booth fee was $40. And so that brings like $822. That's of course not taking into consideration any time and materials, of course. But just, I'm kind of speechless. Like, I don't even know. And so that's the market recap. I have 2 days until my next market, which is, I mean, like I said, it's a different crowd. Like, I don't know if the same things are going to sell. So we'll see, I guess. I'm going to see what I'm going to be able to get done tomorrow and Friday. And hopefully I can get some things accomplished. But what else did I want to do? I think that's it. Oh, I guess I could actually show you the shirt in light. So this is the shirt of the day. And like I said when I was in my car, this one is a thrifted one. My daughter and I I had to take her to get her oil changed. And there was just a thrift store right by where she was getting her oil changed. So we just hopped in there and I grabbed, I think, 4 or 5 shirts. And this was one of them. So I had to rush home and wash it and dry it and get it ready to take to wear to the event. Because it got a little chilly tonight. It did. I wasn't cold because I had a long sleeve on and pants on. So it was fine. But anyways, that's the market recap. And so now we are at the point in the video where if you have not opened up your AllfromJade advent calendar yet, go ahead and pause this video because that's what we're going to be doing next. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and try and make this. Now it is early in the morning, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking in this video, but yeah, let's make it. I decided on like more traditional colors for my penguin and Christmas tree popper, so let's see how long this takes. It's about 5:30 on the 4th, so let's go.
For this, I'm going to use a combination of Naughty Ball yarn and this is Posh yarn from Joann's. I guess I still have it from there. And let's go. Well, it's really early because I already messed that up. Whoops. Let's try this again. If I would just read the pattern, it'd probably be fine. But no. Let's just pretend like I'm doing my own thing here. Let's follow the pattern. Just follow. Oh, clearly, I think I just need more coffee. All right, we're going to be increasing. I thought the first round was like a single crochet and a bobble in the same stitch. Totally read that wrong. All right, we're back now. We're good. All right, back to time lapse. Okay, so oh no, this took me about almost 30 minutes. Plus, I mean, I messed up the top first, so I guess now I put the ornaments on and then we'll start the penguin. So I'm gonna do that off camera and I'll be back to check in. Okay, I made the popping part, so that's done. Goes up in there. That's cute. So now I start the penguin. So I changed to black. And let's see how long this part takes. Okay, I just added the safety eyes with my little trick of putting the felt stuff behind. And I think I messed up on mine. My stitch count was off, but what is this doing? This one is very loose. I was trying that trick of making clean color changes, and that it wasn't working for me on this. But it's okay. I'm short a couple stitches, so my penguin's a little bit smaller, but it's fine. I'm gonna add the beak later. I think all I have left to do is decrease and stuff this part. So this is almost done. Okay, I finished it. I really don't feel like this should have taken as long as it did. I'm not sure the timestamp on it, but it's almost 7. So that means this took me over an hour to do. I mean, it's really cute. Pop. I mean, it is really, really cute. I will say that. I mean, I really do love this little pattern, but for it to take that long, I mean, obviously when I make it, I would get faster, but I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just early for me after such a busy market day yesterday. Maybe I'm just tired. I don't know what I would charge for this. I would have to charge like to get my time out of it. I don't know. If you guys have made these, I know I've seen people make them. for markets and stuff. But A, how long does it take you to make these? B, what do you charge if you want to share? You don't have to, obviously. I don't know if I'm going to take this to the market because I don't know if I'm going to make any more. My next market is this Saturday. I only sold yesterday at the market. I forgot to mention this in my other clips. 2 holiday things. There was no other holiday things sold. So I don't know. And the 2 minties were the only holiday items that sold, FYI. So I might just keep this little guy for myself because I am trying to keep all of my advent calendar makes. I think so far I've kept all of them. I didn't take any of them to market yet because I kind of want to do a compilation video. But anyways, all right, this project is done. I think this is really cute. I feel like I would make this. Ooh, that's a mess up. I messed up my color change right there. Oh well. He's a little imperfect penguin. But anyways, bop, 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 bop. Oh, and I was going to say, last thing before I close out this video. I used Naughty Ball and Posh for this little thing, and it pops really good. I made this I made just the tree out of Burnett blanket last year, and I didn't like how it worked, but this works. Like this type of yarn for these little poppets works really good. I feel like it even works better than like the Parfait Chunky. But I don't know. Anyways, very cute pattern. Very, very cute. Maybe when I'm not tired, I would make another one. Maybe. We'll see. Cute pattern though. So that is a wrap on day 4 of Vlogmas. Hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Because I think she only likes to goes to. It was just, I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? I guess I could go back and rewatch. And I think I wrote those down. And a sloth. I did finally sell my sloth. One point in the night, I did make. Okay. I have no idea if that was even in the frickin' frames. Okay, I clearly need more coffee, but